challenge that you've had with millennials? Let me tell you, millennials in this, in hiring and firing business.
So millennials, and that is a very wide topic. And one day I really hope we'll have time to just talk to millennials or young people in the workplace. I think what I would say about millennials is that I think they don't take things seriously. They don't take anything. Okay, I'm not saying all, and again, it's wrong to generalize because I've also seen millennials who are so hardworking. Those who, they are self-driven, they are passionate about what they do. But again, most of those ones now on the other side is people are so casual. They don't take things seriously. Then they feel entitled. So like for instance, you've even invited someone for an interview. There's someone who won't just show up for the interview. Yeah.
And they don't send an apology.
No apology, no excuse, no reason, no nothing. So maybe most of the time we're like, you made my work easier. That just makes it easier for the other people. But once in a while I just try to call and find out, hey, hi, we invited you for an interview. I didn't see you. Was there a problem or something? But okay, yes. Yeah, I was to come for an interview.
Can I come tomorrow?
Can I come? Are you available? I'm like, so already it shows you this is someone who's not serious. And then two, they feel so entitled at work. Someone has finished campus last month. They have just graduated or yet to graduate. They come to the office. They start, they take up a job. Of course, to be a graduate already on an entry level, no? And within 2 months, they want to take the sales director role or head of whatever. And they cannot understand why they cannot do that job. I'm not saying they cannot do it. With the time, they will be able to. Yes. But experience and what, and so they don't have that patience. Every time they're like, but why am I not being considered for this? Why am I not being considered? There are people who've taken their time to build their career. And by the way, building your career is like building your brand or anything. It takes time, yeah? So maybe for the millennials and anyone watching us who is a millennial, please take your work seriously. No, it takes time to build yourself and even to go up the corporate ladder. Yeah, you don't wake up today. That CEO you see up there, that head of sales, that head of HR, that head of marketing, they didn't just get there in a day. Yeah, so you have to be patient. You also have to have good mentors or people that you can learn from and those who can help you to just, grow up in your career.
Now, let's talk about building brands.
It takes time to build a brand. So even for you as an individual to build yourself as a brand, it takes time. Yeah? And for me, first of all, it's credibility. Where you work, be credible and deliver. If you're employed to do a certain job, do it well and go beyond expectations. Yeah, don't just work because someone is looking at you or someone is around you or someone is managing you. Please just go over and above what is expected of you. And honestly, I'm a firm believer that God who sees in secret will reward you openly. Yeah. So if you do, you give your best, then in a way you will grow. Again, what I would also say, it takes time. That's what I've mentioned, yeah. And this is that's why I'm very keen with the millennials. You will not wake up today and you're up there. It will take time for you to grow from one place to another. It will take time. The third thing I can say is also network. Keep your networks and network with people, especially people in your professional circle. Yeah. Like for me, the last 2 jobs I've been headhunted, but before that, I had my previous roles, yeah? And also another important thing to note is you need that one job that will break the ceiling for you. The game changer for you, And that's why you need also these connections. And sometimes I say, your job or your next big thing is 5 people away from you. So you could think it's me, maybe it's not. And I'm not saying this because I've ever been, by the way, that's another question we will address. Yeah? People keep saying, I cannot get a job because I don't know anyone in that organization. My last 3 jobs, I knew no one. Yeah. No one in those organizations. Yeah. Apart from the previous one that broke my ceiling, the person who called me, a friend who told me, hey Vivian, I have seen this job advert. This company is looking for someone with this and this experience. 2 very key things. And she said, I know you have that. Yeah? And that time I was not even looking for a job.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. That
It's
time
good to be trusted and someone to know. I mean, by the time they're calling you, that you will deliver.
Yes.
on what they're
So
asking for.
so she told me, you know, this company is looking for someone with this and that. And I know, and that time I was not looking for a job. I told her, chick, the way we talk, chick, you know I'm not looking for a job. She said, but who doesn't want to work for this organization? Okay, so I didn't want to disappoint her, so I just sent my CV. Yeah, and of course I was shortlisted, went for the interview, first, second, third, and I got the job. And that's the job that broke the ceiling for me. So after that, of course, went there and worked, of course, as usual, did my best, gave my best. And after that, the rest has been history. I think it's also just God, because I've not applied for jobs. They keep coming, but again, I guess it's God.
Yeah. Wow. And we truly thank God. And I like what you said. If you want to go far, don't be an average person. Everyone can be average. Be an extra mile. Go an extra mile. If people are pushing up to this, go an extra mile, and then your effort, God will always reward your effort. Yeah, but don't be casual at anything. If you're working, give your best.
And Hilda, maybe just to also add, this is something I keep telling people. Even when I am recruiting and people that even work under me or work with me, I keep telling people, go an extra mile. Be someone who is proactive. Be someone who thinks. Every employer, every manager, you want to call them boss or whoever, they want to work with someone who is very proactive. They want to work with someone who delivers results. They want to work with someone who will get that load off their shoulder.
Exactly.
So that if I am a manager, I can have time to go and play golf.
Because you can't be hired and then someone is doing
your job again.
That's wrong.
I want you to think. I want you to come and tell me, if there's a problem somewhere, come and tell me, I have seen this and this and this. I think there's a problem here, but I think we can do this. Don't come to me and every time you're telling me, I think there's a problem here. What should we do? I think there's a problem here. What should I do? Now I'm the one thinking for you. You will not stay. Unfortunately, that will not work for most managers. And most people will not tell you, but that is it. If you work with someone, give solutions. If you work for an organization, give solutions. My friend, you will go up the ladder. You will not, because everyone wants people who give solutions and people who make their life easier. Yeah.
Because I guess those bosses or directors have a lot to also think on their plate.
Yeah.
Okay, Viv, as we wind up this session, let me tell you, there is a perception that people have about HR. If someone is working in an organization and then they are told, or they receive an email and they're told, the HR wants to see you, the first thing that comes to their mind is, now what have I done? What have I done? So what can you tell us so that we can change our perception about HR?
Okay, so HR, I think the biggest perception that people have about HR is that HR, I think, are like police women and policemen in organization going around looking for people with mistakes and, molikaing. That is a very wrong perception, And in one of the organizations I worked for, we used to say HR is not people, HR is the process. So don't take us as, it's just a process of things that we do, but we're also human beings. We're also people,
Sometimes
so
maybe you don't have emotions. How do you fire? How do you call someone to
How do you call someone?
And they have a family, and then like, how do you call someone?
How do you call someone with a family and fire them?
And fire them.
But even then, before
the
doing,
husband.
what if someone's father and husband?
Hey.
So even you, before not performing or doing bad things, you should have known you're a father and a husband. No, So it's not just, we're not there to just hire and fire. For me, actually, that is a very small part of what I do. Hire and fire is not even what I think about. For me, it's more of people development. Ensuring you get the best out of the people that you have. And if you only think about hiring and firing, then what else is there? So for me, HR is big. It's wide. It's all about developing people. It's about training people. It's about rewarding people, compensating people. It's about recruitment. Is just one of the things. So it's like the employee life cycle when of course someone joins. you have to you retain them there. At the end of it, they will have to leave at some point. Yeah, so it's just the employee life cycle. Yeah, so they live well. So that's not just. And then when someone is fired, maybe for performance, they always just think it's a chat. Can I tell you something? Most of the time, 95%, it's your line manager who has come to me and told me this person is not performing, or this person is like this, or that. So then I help them manage the person. Oh. So I will try talk to you. I will try, get to understand why you're not performing. If there's any help that we'll give you as an organization. But the problem is already been identified somewhere. Yeah. So HR, in
terms of your daily tasks, your deliverables, you've not been meeting your goals.
Yes.
So then your manager or someone who's supervising you will go to the HR and say, you know what?
Yes.
I don't feel this person because their effort, he or she is not bringing anything on the table.
Yeah. Yes. So then that's when HR will come and help them. Manage the process. Is this something that we can do? Do we put you in a PIP, in a performance improvement plan? Is it something that you can improve? If not, then we'll just help the manager to manage you out, to help you transition.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not me firing. Even if there's in a case where there's, like retrenchment or redundancies, those happen, and especially in this part. Criteria we do, then it's easier. If we say we're using last in, first out, it's easier. We can all come in last. If we're using performance, but again, your line manager will have an input to say, this is the person, this is not, I cannot lose this, I cannot. So you see, it's not just a chat with hiring and firing.
So now you've helped me understand that there are better things that they do than hiring and firing.
Yeah.
So thank you, Viv.
And maybe something I should also highlight, yeah. And you'll realize even as you go up the corporate ladder, let's say if you're in HR, you're required to be more strategic. You're not just thinking about hiring and firing, but you're thinking about the entire organization. You have to come up with a HR strategy. So your HR strategy cannot be hiring and firing people. How are you going to develop people? Which plans do you have to ensure that people grow? Which plans do you have to ensure that people are retained? People, so there's a lot that HR does.
Hey, thank you. You guys do a good job. Keep it up. Thank you for sticking with us. And let me tell you, so in our next video, we will be talking about how we landed into the jobs that we're currently doing. Vivian, one thing Vivian did not mention is she did not start, her first degree was not in HR. Mm-hmm. She did French education.
Mwalimu,
she's a teacher.
French teacher.
The damu ya mwalimu is flowing in her like this. And just she will get to tell us how did she decide that I'm not going to teach. I want to do HR. And I'll also share why I love doing what I do every day.
Yes,
as a community worker, as a social justice, champion. And so we're looking forward to the next video. And lastly, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do that so that you can continue to be part of this family and get to learn from us as we learn from you. So,
and Hilda, maybe just to also mention, we'll be taking time to just talk about careers and guide people. So if someone has a question that they would want to know, about how to, grow in their career, how to do their CV, coaching, mentorship, anything around, the job place. So please feel free. Please put a comment on our YouTube page about maybe a topic that you'd want us to address, and then we'll take time to discuss.
Sure. Please share in the comment section, and we will go back and look at your comments and respond appropriately. Otherwise, thank you so much. We love you and have a fantastic week ahead of you.
Thank you. Bye. God bless you.
God bless you.